Hello and welcome back. This is Insti and I'm continuing playing the Kingdom Come Deliverance. Last episode we rebuilt Pripislavitz and hired a few specialists there too. We also met a German knight who wanted to kill us. Well, we had a duel, of course, but he apparently had a safe passage guarantee for... he was hunting the counterfeit coins too, so too bad. And but before we continue with that, Hans Kapan and I were a little bit reprimanded of our actions, and because of that, we are going to help Sir Bernard with his family disputes. Apparently, yes, Sir Wolflin. And he's some kind of a robber baron. Wait, sorry. Captain Bernard will not be... Yes, Captain Bernard is mustering up to the courtyard of the upper castle to ride out against Sir Wolflin, Baron of Camberg. Yeah, two of the cousins are feuding. Okay, anyways, we'll sort it out once we're there, so let's...
Fucking bandits. I'd much rather do battle with other nobles. Why? Bandits are easier to defeat, aren't they? Maybe, when you're face to face with them. But those sneaky fuckers are always hiding somewhere in the woods like animals. With the nobles, you know where you are. They have rules.
That's an interesting point of view.
I don't like it. Stop your grumbling. You get paid, don't you? You can't take it with you, though, can you? Everyone has to die sometime. Soldiering's as good a job as any.
So, yeah, he does have a certain point.
Well, Henry, it cost me a lot of effort, but it seems I've finally succeeded in making a half-decent warrior out of you. Anything I can do for you?
I heard there's to be a tourney.
So, what do you think about this?
Old Hannah, she's right about one thing. It's time to stop chasing wenches and start chasing bandits. It'll be a bit of excitement for a change.
Honestly, you probably still continue hunting wenches too.
Excitement? I don't know, Sir Hans. Men will die.
Don't be such a wench, Henry. What kind of a life would a knight have if he never crossed swords with a foe? What would he talk about at banquets, eh?
With the nobles, you know where you are.
Yeah,
you're right.
They have rules.
Well, of course I am.
Of course you are.
Don't worry, everything will be all right. We'll ride there, hack those bastards to pieces, and celebrate with a good drink in the evening.
Find it anywhere. If you didn't booze so much, maybe you wouldn't keep losing.
But Sir Hanish said we should get them out of the fiefdom without bloodshed if we can.
And how else do you suppose we can do that?
With diplomacy?
You can't parley with criminals. That would just damage Uncle's reputation. Every lowlife would think he could rob him without fear of reprisal. Enough talk. Let's mount up. See you later.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
Sir Bernard's father has charge of some estate.
there you are, Bernie.
Sir Hanish sent me, Captain. I'm to join your mission. And Sir Hans, too.
Ah, you deigned to join us. We're honored.
I'm sorry.
That's as much use to me as a shield to a dead man. And mount up. Let's move out.
Okay. I pretty much came as soon as possible. Where's my horse? Oh, there you are. Bloody hell.
Lord Capon, when we get there, I'd like you to hold back.
You can forget about that, Bernard. I'm not going on an outing. Hannah sent me to handle this matter, and handle it I will.
Oh, bloody hell.
Undoubtedly, Sir Hans. I just meant for your own safety.
If we ever get there, honestly, with this riding, probably not.
Yeah. Listen, Bernard. About this robber. I heard some rumors.
About his being a relative of mine in Melodas?
Something like that.
We have the same great-grandfather, Urban, Baron of Oleshna. Wolfen belongs to a distant branch of my family, which, well, let's just say they bring no honor to our name.
But I heard Wolfen of Camberg was hanged somewhere in Silesia after plundering the bishop's estates.
I heard the same, only, well, I'm sure you've heard what they say about the Camberg branch of my family.
Nope.
That they're cursed. Now, Bernard, don't you think I'm a little old for fairy tales?
Think what you like, but I heard it from my grandfather, and he never paid attention to old wives' tales.
I meant no offense, Captain. Well, tell me all about it then. After all, there's no smoke without fire, and I never heard about the Camberg clan from a member of the family.
Very well. At home, we always spoke in whispers about our Camberg relatives. When Wolfen's father, Wilhelm, came to visit, I'm almost ashamed to say it.
You can rely on my discretion, Captain. Carry on.
Well, the servants were so afraid of him that they went and hid in the barn. Father had them whipped, but even then they wouldn't go near Wilhelm. They were afraid he cursed them, and I couldn't blame them.
Why's that?
Wilhelm's face was so badly disfigured, folk would cross themselves when they saw him. I was afraid of him myself as a boy.
Was he wounded in war?
No, he was born that way. You see, his mother, Countess Barbara of Hogwitz, didn't want to marry Wilhelm's father, my grandfather's brother. She never wanted to bear his children. So, when she fell pregnant, they say she went to a witch to get rid of the child. Only she ended up having quintuplets. Can you imagine it? 5 babes born in one night?
Ugh.
Jesus Christ!
That's not all. 4 of them didn't live till dawn. Only the 5th survived. He was disfigured. Wilhelm. They say the witch cheated her, and instead of getting rid of the child, she put the devil's seed inside her.
Good Lord, how dreadful!
Well, Wilhelm carried that with him his whole life. When his own wife was in childbed, he had 7 friars kneeling in her chamber day and night. It didn't stop the rumors, though. When his son, Wolfen, was born, he looked normal enough, but he turned out to be as wild as a stray tomcat.
It seems he hasn't grown out of it.
You're right about that. A few years ago, Wolfen went off to Poland, and Wilhelm got worse and worse. He cursed everything and everyone in his path, started throwing crockery at the servants. He was on his deathbed. They sent for a priest, not just to give him the last rites, because they were afraid the devil would come out of him and possess someone else. Then later, Wolfen turned up, even though he was supposed to be dead for years. There were folk who said he was dead, but that wouldn't stop the devil spawn.
Sweet Jesus. It sounds a lot more convincing coming from you than the stories my nurses used to tell me. How are we supposed to deal with a monster like that?
Pray, Sir Hans. Whoa! Vitus and Cyril. I sent them to scout ahead.
Those bastards will pay for this.
They most certainly will.
Wait.
Let's go. We have to make camp. Hamlin, we'll take 2 men and come back here later. I won't have Vitus and Cyril left as crow meat.
Yes, Captain.
Wait, are those the ones he's talking about or somebody else? Yeah, it's kind of hard to write because my horse is faster than theirs. And even, well, even slow pace, I'll go faster than they do. Well, not the slowest pace. Slowest pace, I'm leaving behind. So it was hard to follow that story there. But yeah, imagine in Middle Ages that you live. There's a gossip around that you're Satan's spawn or something like that. The moment you were born, because your face disfigurement or something like that. Whoa, what are you doing? Bit of a uphill battle there. Can you even ride? So I guess the hanged men were the scouts? Unless I missed something completely.
God save you, Henry!
Again, okay, so Huh. I don't know what weapons I want to use with this, because if they're heavily armored, maybe mace if we ever come to blows. But we don't... What's my inventory, by the by? Did I sell everything? I think I had sold most of the things. Oh, we do have these, but okay, fine. Bernie, want to talk to me? No, talk to me.
Good health to you.
And to you. And, well, let's ask Wolflin of Camberg.
Tell me, Captain, how come this Wolflin is attacking his own kin?
They say blood's thicker than water, but sometimes I wonder. Look at our king and Sigismund.
So what's the cause of your conflict with Wolflin?
Nothing in particular. Just that he's a ruffian, a treacherous bastard, and a bandit. No wonder the whole Camberg clan is cursed.
How are you related?
Milota, Wolfin and I have the same great-grandfather, Urban, Baron of Oleshna.
Okay, and curse.
How do you mean cursed?
Like I said, Wolfin's grandfather married Countess Barbara of Hogwitz. She didn't want to bear his child and went to a witch to get rid of it. Only instead of getting rid of the unborn child, she ended up having 5.
What, all at the same time?
All in one night. But only one of them lived till morning. The youngest, Wilhelm. And his face was disfigured. They say the witch deceived the countess, and it was Satan himself who impregnated her.
They say quite a lot of things.
And you believe that story?
Depends how you look at it. Wilhelm wasn't a bad man while he was in his right mind, but he was terrifying to look at. I still get shivers down my spine when I think of him. As for Wolfin, word came that he died in Silesia. Then, one day, he appeared from nowhere. There are folk who say death has no power over him.
Nobody really thought that maybe the rumors of death was highly exaggerated. But anyways, what now?
What do we do now?
First, we have to find out where those Horsons are holed up. According to the reports, they raided a few farms around here. So someone should go to those places and find out what they can. You should do it, Henry. My men would probably just startle them.
Well, it's probably dangerous, so I'll...
All right, Captain. I'll do that. Where are the farms?
One is uphill from Neuhof, right by the woods. One here above the woods by the crossroads, directly north from our camp.
Okay, thank you. So,
See you later.
I guess after this we might open up Hans's DLC quest, because we're dealing with Hans, maybe. Why didn't you tell me earlier? I could have... Bloody hell, it's right over there. Well, we're going there. I could go also, before talking to this farm, I could go to Usit's horse farm and check if we can get someone to work for me there. But let's go to the other farm first. The hell, Bernie? You could have told me earlier. And why didn't we actually go through that way? Anyways, where do I go? Oh, right, I've been there. Oh, wait, it's the same place where I stole something or another. So, once I'm there, unless something happens, we'll see you there. Be right back. Okay, I'm almost here. I don't know if I should be worried about that guy or not. Are you a wayfarer? Oh, you're a wayfarer, okay. But these troubling times, you can't be too certain. Especially because this is just a little path. Ah, well, this seems okay. And everybody's slaughtered inside, of course. That's how it goes. Or something like that. And I didn't realize it started to get late, so I probably have to sleep or wait for the morning. See a bit better. But we can check this place, of course. Nothing out of the ordinary. We'll Vashek.
God grant you help. How may I help you?
Captain Bernard sent me to find out about the raid. What exactly happened?
Those filthy cutthroats beat my husband black and blue, then stole all our food stores and vanished, the poxy bastards. Poor Lumiere, he didn't want to let them get away with it, so he chased them as far as the woods. But they cut him down, and now I'm afraid he'll not live to see the light of day.
Did you see which way they went?
Along the track here, straight into the woods. My old man gave chase and fought with them by the old hunter's shelter. He slashed one of them with his sickle. He bled like a stuck pig, the bastard.
You think he might have been bleeding enough to leave a trail?
Maybe. Who knows? I just hope he's in hell where he belongs, the poxy bastard.
Oh, right. Yeah, there was an attack already on these places, okay.
What were they like?
Swine and lousy curs, that's what they were like.
That's not what I meant.
No, sorry. They weren't your ordinary footpads. They were well dressed, and they talked of some lord called Wolflin.
I thought as much. Is there something I can do to help? With your husband, I mean.
I fear only God Almighty can help him now. Although, there is one thing you could do. I have to keep changing Lumiere's bandages, but I'm running out of clean linen. And I don't want to leave him alone here.
Understandable.
I'll see what I've got.
So was it 3 bandages? I could give 4 to...
God bless you. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm grateful. I'll go and bandage him up right away. And let me give you a few groschen for your trouble. I've nothing left here except a few groschen I buried down by the creek. Luckily, those bastards never found them. I'll be glad to reward you.
Nah.
Keep it. You need it more than I. They took everything you had.
Not everything, because you saved my dear husband. Take it. I insist.
Very well then. Thank you.
Take care.
Well, bloody hell, that's actually quite a lot. Seriously, that's that definitely was quite a lot. If you're thinking about it, because we stole from the tailor 600 and he was going to do the business, we had a little bit over half of that. Damn. Oh, the trail of blood. The problem is, it's starting to get late. Now the question is, do I follow the blood or do I scout the northern farm first? I kind of want to scout because then I could, well, first go to the see the stables and then scout the farm and maybe we get some new information. So what I'm going to do is wait for the morning, ride to the stables. Once I'm there, we will see you there. I'll see if there's anyone who wants to join me in Bratislava. Then we ride back to B and ask around there and see where that leads and maybe follow blood or something else. But anyways, I'll wait for the morning and I'll see you soon. Be right back. Here we are, early in the morning. Nice. Now we'll... Don't tell me I need to probably wait. I'll try to see if I see any named characters. There's someone. Who are you, sir? Head groom. You probably don't want to join me. Come on, if I can talk to you. Please let me talk to you. Oh, my dog is blocking me. Come on.
I hope I can be of help to you, knight.
We'll see, we'll see. No. Okay. Yes. No, that's my horse. There was the Vashek fellow. No. Maybe he won't come. I don't know where he is even. Of course, we could wait. He would eventually show up with the horses, I think. Anyone in here? Oh, Vashek.
God be with you.
And you. Yes!
Would you like a new job? I'm looking for someone to care for the horses at my stables.
You've got stables?
I have, in Pribyslavitz.
I don't know. An upstart like you building stables?
What's your tongue? I'll have you know you're talking to the new bailiff of Pribyslavitz, so show some respect.
You don't say. Well, I'm sorry. What with you hanging around here like a normal idler, I never took you for someone in office. And you say you need someone for the stables? Well, ever since that cock-up with Pie, even the horses here are laughing at me. All right. I'll work for you if you'll take me.
If you'll take me, Master Bailiff.
Aye, Master Bailiff, sir. I didn't mean to give you any offense.
I'll let it pass this once, but get to Pribyslavitz on the double.
Okay,
Good luck, then.
that's nice. What did I say? On the double. Well, I'll let you eat. We may have been a bit too harsh, but anyways, we are after all the bailiff. I think we have some new judgment to do there. Yes. The problem is I really have to get back there at some point. The question is when that would happen, because of course I don't have the reason at the moment to go there. But we'll have to do that at some point. But now, the more important task at hand. Okay. I need speed. Okay, that was enough. So, yeah, we probably try to get the tag from the Sasau monastery, because the rest of the guys, I don't think is weapons. We don't have weapons, we have armor. I don't know if Fink would still come, but I don't like his wife. You see, there was this bit of a problem with Johanka, and I don't need that in my village. Ota, well, I kind of want to keep him in Sasau, because I don't know what happens if I remove him from Sasau, as then there will be any armor smith in there, except maybe, well, the two smiths probably buy the armors, but I've been dealing with Ota, so I might as well let him be there. The Rate armor smith won't come, of course. So I'll try to do my best to get the tag there. I don't know who else I need. Hello? Henry is coming to see you. Are you okay? Anyone alive? Hello? It's me, Henry. Hello, I tried to call you out, but you didn't answer.
God almighty. Has something happened to you? Did someone steal your fancy clothes?
The what now?
Captain Bernard sent me. I'm here about the raid on your farm.
What? I've no idea what you're talking about, friend.
They raided your farm, didn't they?
No. I heard there was some raids hereabouts, but not here.
Something's not right. The captain sent me here to this very farm.
The captain must have made a mistake.
I suppose so.
Captain never makes a
God be with
mistake.
you.
What the hell is going on here? And when he said, I hear about the raid, my brain thought, I'm here to raid you.
God preserve you, good knight. Can I do something for you?
Captain Bernard sent me. It's about that attack.
Well, they came, took everything they could, and rode off again. I don't know what else I can tell you.
We're trying to catch up with that gang, so I need to hear every detail you can tell me.
What do you want to know?
How many of them were there?
2 or 3, I'm not sure. My head's still in a spin.
Which way did they go?
I don't know. I wasn't watching. My husband made me hide indoors, and I only saw them through the window.
So your husband was outside?
Yes, he tried to parley with them.
Parley?
What did they take?
Not much. We haven't a pot to piss in, which I told them in no uncertain terms as soon as they came here.
So you're telling me they came here, you told them there was nothing worth taking, and they just rode off again, without further ado?
More or less.
Really? And besides, you said you were hiding, and then you weren't hiding. What the hell is going on?
But just a while ago, you told me you were indoors the whole time.
Yes. I was. Mostly.
So were you inside or outside? Did you talk to them or not?
Well, like I say, it was confusing. I don't remember much.
Look here, I'm not sure what happened here, but I can't shake the feeling you're holding something back.
No! It's just... it all happened so quickly. I'm still bewildered from it all.
I'm the one who's bewildered. But let me make one thing clear. Those bandits are led by Sir Wulflin, Baron of Camberg, and he's not just some common outlaw. If we don't catch him, there'll be hell to pay. So you better speak up, no matter what happened here.
Lord Jesus. Why must we be persecuted so?
So, what really happened here?
First, promise me you'll get rid of them.
That's exactly what I'm here for.
They came a few days ago, took a pig and a sack of apples. We put up no resistance. I noticed one of them had an injured leg, so I offered to treat it for him.
That was very Christian of you, considering they came to rob you.
All I cared about was that they wouldn't kill us.
Go on.
Smart move.
What happened then?
They rode off, and I prayed we'd seen the last of them. Only the same evening, they came back again. One of them had been wounded, and they wanted me to take a look at him. They gave me some coin and took me to their camp. And in the morning I came home again.
So you know where they're camped? I'd like you to lead me there.
I won't go to their camp, no. But I know of a place where you'll have a good view of it.
That'll do me.
God be with you.
Oh, okay. Well, that was an interesting story.
I'm not going any further. If they saw me, I'd be done for. The camp's not far away in this direction.
Thanks. And don't worry, I'll deal with those bastards.
I pray you do.
So, wait, what? Am I not going to tell Bernard about the rob... What the hell? Follow the trail of blood. I'll probably... Wait. It's the same way as the camp she pointed out. Okay. I'll probably want to save. Because apparently we are not... Well, I could go back to Robert. Bernard, How many times have I been saying Robert? Oh, bloody hell. Bernie boy. It's been so long since I last dealt with Bernie that I already forgotten him and talking about Robot.
Looks like I found it. I'd better get back and report to Captain Bernard.
Okay, good. That makes more sense. Wait, where is it? It's right over there. Well, basically we should have a road here to lead there. Pretty much. So there's two ways to find it. I'll follow the blood or manage to talk with the lady. Wait, where's the road? Oh, we're still far away. That's the usual problem. Most of the times when I'm lost, in real life or not, the biggest problem is I haven't gone far enough. Anyways, I'm not gonna skip this. We should be with Bernie in momentarily. Now I have to remember he's Bernie, not Robard. They're both grumpy and professional, so makes sense I'm gonna mix those two up. And like I said, I haven't dealt with Bernie for a while. But I'm hoping that this questline opens the Hans Capons DLC, so that would be next what we are going to do if that opens after this, before we continue the main story. Good news. I've done your job.
How are you?
God save you, Henry.
Hello, Hans.
I found that encampment.
Ah, I'm glad to hear it. Is it far?
Not really.
How many men did you see?
Oh. Oh, bloody hell. What do I say? I didn't count. That's probably BS. I didn't count them. 15, that's quite a lot. I'll take a risk and go with him.
Around 10.
The same as us. Well, now we'll see if my cousin is really as tough as they say. Otherwise, he'll be swinging tonight from the Ratte ramparts.
Wouldn't it be better to parley with them, sir?
Parley with robbers? You must be out of your mind, lad.
I gave Sir Hanush my word I'd look out for his men, and I intend to keep it. So it's my duty to advise a parley.
You're going to advise me?
You're not seeing straight, Captain. No wonder, since Wolflin's your kin. Please, just grant me one thing. Let me go and parley. I'll find out more, and maybe we can settle everything without losing any men.
You want to parley? Listen, Henry, you can't rely on Wolflin to act honorably. There's every chance you won't come back.
Don't worry. I know it's a risky business, but have you got anyone better for the job?
No, I'm sorry to say I haven't. Wolflin's a conceited bastard. If he knows you come from me, he'll receive you just for a chance to tell me to go to hell. I'll give you a livery with my coat of arms, so it's clear you're my messenger. And you'll have to go unarmed.
Thank you, Captain. I'll do my best.
I hope so. And try and come back in one piece. I don't want to explain to Sir Radzig why I sent his favorite into a robber baron's camp unarmed.
Why did I do this? Why the hell did I do this? I really shouldn't have done this. Okay, first things first. We need to put... Yeah, it's this one. Weapons off. Even the shield. Why the hell did I do this? I don't know. Me and my stupid big mouth. But that was the idea. Honestly, if we just killed them, it would be Bernie's decision, so he would take the flak anyways. Off. I'll probably want to say, because I don't know if they mean that I'll have to take the weapons off from my inventory, or is it enough that I'm not carrying them openly? Who the hell are you? Oh, right, you're the lady who pointed me towards the camp. Yes, makes sense. And of course, it's raining. Okay. Yeah, I see the camp. Well, it's... You basically could see it just walking on the road.
Hey, you! What do you want?
I'm Captain Bernard's envoy. I'm here to parley.
Why should I trust you?
I'm unarmed. What harm can I do?
That's true. You are wearing Sir Bernard's colours. I suppose I should take you to Sir Wolflin. But if you try any tricks, you'll regret it. Understood?
You have my word.
Well, try to parlay. That's, let's see how this goes.
What the hell are you looking at? Come with me.
You're walking too slowly, mate. Stop posturing and put those little feet moving. Bloody hell.
I just want to eat and sleep. And fuck.
Okay, good for you.
Who do we have here? What's your name, boy?
Henry. I'm a messenger from...
I know. From my beloved cousin, Sir Bernard of Aleshna. So, what exactly is your message?
Leave now and never come back.
Yeah, I'm gonna get soaked.
You can go if you leave the loot and pay compensation. You can leave with your loot. We'll settle with the deal. Let's start with that.
Why do you want to hurt the lords of Aleshna?
That bastard Malota stole villages that belonged to my father. I was in Poland when my father died, and Malota convinced everyone I was dead too.
But you came back though, didn't you?
Aye, I came back. But Malota bribed a priest to testify that my father made him a deathbed confession. That bastard swore my father told him he was possessed, and so was his son, me. So they think I rose from the dead and I'm a warlock. They won't hear my claim.
That's unfortunate. But surely the courts of the king wouldn't believe a story like that.
Maybe not, but the king's in captivity, and none of the nobles have time for courts. No one will hear my case, and by the time this turmoil is over, everyone will have forgotten about me.
Let's start with the cursed.
I heard some interesting tales about you. They say your family is cursed.
Ha! So Bernard's been telling those stories again. How my Oleshna cousins do love to gossip.
So your father didn't have...
What? A twisted mouth? Aye. Looked like it was run over by a wagon. And he was born with 4 siblings and none of them lived. True. But they always leave one thing out of that fairy tale.
What's that?
That my grandmother was one of 5 babes and her mother one of 4. That's how it goes in that family. And then that talk of the witch. Pah! My grandma couldn't wait to marry my grandfather and give him children.
Well, we can get a duel. I don't know. I'll go with this. I'll demand to leave the loot and pay the compensation because, yes, it's unfortunate what happened to him, but still innocent suffer.
We offer you safe conduct out of this domain if you leave everything you stole from Sir Hanish's subjects and pay 60 groschen in compensation.
That's a very generous offer. But tell me, why should I accept?
Well, you have no quarrel with Hanus. The locals are paying for bandit blood, that is true. So Hanus has a powerful allies like Zoratic, also true. So I'll probably want to go with
Don't you know what's been going on around here recently?
Should I?
Bandits have been on the rampage all over the county. Cutthroats raided a nearby stud farm, and the locals have had enough of it.
No doubt, but I've nothing to do with that.
Try telling them that. On the way here, the captain recruited men from half the county. He intends to make an example of you.
Why me? No doubt you've plenty to choose from.
Because you're the first one who's had the gall not to run. so you'll be the first one they catch, and I'm sure you can imagine what will happen then.
And why warn me? Why parley at all, if there are so many of you?
So Hannes wants to avoid unnecessary bloodshed. He'd be happier if you just moved on somewhere else, so he sent me to bargain with you.
You're saying it wasn't Bernard's idea?
If the captain knew I came here in his colours, he'd flay me alive.
The devil take it. There's nothing here worth pillaging anyway. All right. I accept your offer. Tell your captain we'll move on.
Don't forget to leave the loot and 60 groschen, too.
There's no denying you're a good negotiator, lad. Oh well. No doubt we'll find easier pickings elsewhere. Better run along before Bernard loses patience.
Okay, that went well. So the weird thing is that if Bernard knew that I'm here to negotiate, he knows I'm negotiating here. But maybe you could, if you can't convince Bernard, you could try and still come to negotiate behind his back. I have to say, I was kind of tempted with the dual option too. And I'm stuck on the tree. That, yeah, really tempted me quite a lot. I was also thinking about just leave the loot. That might be easier to achieve, but after all, innocent suffered, so they have to have compensation for that. And I decided that if they're not gonna compensate, then, well, we fight. But fortunately, everything went well. Again, my speech and other levels are quite high, so that of course make things a bit easier. If you happen to pass by this quest when you are lower level, then obviously your choices might be severely limited. Anywho. Wait, am I? No. A little bit lower, yes. Well, Bernie boy, unfortunately you couldn't kill your cousin this time. Maybe later.
I've just come back from Wolflin, Captain.
And in one piece, I see. That's something at least, but I doubt you achieved anything.
I talked them into moving out.
God be with you,
Not only that, but they left all their loot and 3 score groschen too, as compensation.
I can hardly believe it. That turned out a lot better than I expected. The coin is for Sir Hanush, I expect.
Naturally.
Well then, take the money and ride to Raton. In the meantime, we'll break camp and make sure those bastards keep their part of the bargain.
Right, Captain. I'll be on my way.
And Henry, nice work. Good luck.
Thanks, Bernie. Well, it's a good thing that we didn't have to kill anyone. Of course, I'm gonna save Ole Schnitt's Waffenrock as a memento. This mighty fine encounter. I don't know what happened there. So, why does it have to rain? I'll take my leave to Rattay. I kinda hope that we can open the Hans Capon's questline, because I'm quite interested to see that. Anyways, once I'm back into Rattay, we will see you there. Be right back. Here we are. Where the hell is Hanush? I thought he would be in the castle, but, well, he wasn't there. Oh, he's in the church. Could have guessed. Good news.
God bless you. What troubles you?
I have news from the camp, Sir Hanush.
Speak.
I persuaded Captain Bernard to let me parley with Wolflin.
Bernard agreed. I'm surprised.
So was I. I promised Wolflin safe conduct out of your territory on condition he leave all the loot he took and pay 3 score groschen in compensation.
Well done. It will take Bernard a while to get over his disappointment at not being able to get revenge. But the important thing is, we're rid of that troublemaker. I must say, Henry, after all that's happened recently, I'm glad something finally turned out well.
So am I, sir.
And I think you deserve to be rewarded for your efforts.
Thank you, sir.
Goodbye.
Okay, Magdeburg. Yes. Probably something I just want to say, most likely. Yes. It's where the hell is the? So it would look like. It looks nice. I'll tell you that. But yeah, I'm not gonna use that. How much? Quite a lot. 40, 46, 30, 45, 55, 32. Yeah, I'll save that. No. We... Aha! I think we just opened Hans's DLC. Which means I will start that after I go to wash myself. I'll sleep. And do a little maintenance here and there as drop stuff. Because I don't need to go sleep there, by the by. I just realized. Anyways, I'll do a few savior snaps. Wash. And whatnot before we start that. So once I'm ready to start the DLC, we will see you there. So be right back. And besides, I want to have some other weather than raining. I do love the rainy weather, but I kind of do want to have also bright weather so we can actually see something. So be right back. And finally it stopped raining, but let's see where's Hans. Okay. Can I please go past you? Thank you. Houndsman. Nope. He's probably upstairs then. Almost bite my tongue there. I don't know why. It's annoying. Wait. Oh, Foff. I should have known. He's somewhere drinking. Makes sense. Now. I saw his horse not last night. Later day. Hey, who are you? Merchant? Alex? Alex. Can I go over you? Yes. Can I get you to do something?
Good health to you.
Oh, right, you're the one. Okay. I think.
God be with you.
Aren't you the one who's supposed to want to have those meat? I think you are. Antonia? There you go. I'm going. I was just asking if you would like to come to Pripislavitz, but fine. Beggar, okay. Villager, fine. Have we already talked to you, whoever you are, beggar? I kind of wanted to find if there's a Kunes somewhere here so he could actually pay his debt.
For the love of God, I've come from Skal.
Beggar Jane?
God safe. What can I do for you?
Well, we'll see. Well, apparently nothing.
Take care.
Unfortunately. I can't even offer her a job. Milan.
Bread baked just this morning. Bread.
Honestly, I don't know if I even want Kunesh to my village, even if I could hire him. Ringlet, okay. Let's see there. Yeah, Hans is still there. Okay, so good. I'll try to check if I see any other named characters who I might want to talk to. Guard. Houndsman. Nothing. Ugh. I know. I just bumped you. Who's that one? Beran's wife. Okay. 2020 hindsight. I should have tried to return the cup to Beran. I think you can. Maybe. Or who is Old Rudge?
Jesus Christ be praised.
I know. Okay.
God be with you.
Well, at least we have Hans's horse here, so... Yes, there you are, old boy. What's your problem?
Greetings. What business have you?
Do you need... Let's talk with this first.
I went to Parley with Wolflin.
So how did that go?
Well, you should
I
know
convinced
already.
him to take his gang and leave.
Really? I knew you were no fool, but that's something else. You're a born diplomat, Henry.
I don't know about that.
Don't be so modest. We have to drink to this.
Right. I just realized, what if I had failed? Would that mean that I would have to fight all of them?
Is there anything I can help you with, Sir Hans?
Ah, Henry, the very man I wanted. There is something you can do for me. You see? I'm in love.
Again?
Ah, there's a new wench at the bathhouse, is there?
Watch it, Henry. This is the love of my life we're talking about, not some wench. The face of an angel, breasts like silk pillows to dream on, and good strong hips. A regular Helen of Troy.
Troy? Isn't that near Prague? I don't know anyone from there.
Never mind, blockhead. What I'm saying is, she's a fine filly, and you can help me win her.
Yes.
Sounds like fun. I'm all ears.
You, Hal, shall be my messenger of love. You shall bear her a letter and a gift from a secret admirer.
Why me? It's not like you to be bashful, Sir Hans. You can just go and tell her,
Certainly not. Carolina is different to the others. She was educated in a convent and needs to be handled with kid gloves. Romanced. I must court her secretly. It's the latest fashion in France.
And who is this Carolina?
The fairest maid that ever walked the earth. Carolina. The butcher's daughter. You must have noticed a divine creature in the marketplace. Unless you're more interested in barnyard animals.
Watch your tongue.
Carolina. I do know her. She's a pretty girl, all right, but, well, a little below your station.
Love knows no station but the heart. And you keep your peasant eyes off her. Your task is simple. All you have to do is get hold of a necklace fine enough to grace her lovely neck. I did have one that I inherited from my great-grandmother. Unfortunately, not anymore.
Bloody hell.
What happened to it?
I lost it playing dice at the inn. But you'll get it back for me. You're a smart lad. I'm sure you'll figure out a way. And I'll reward you handsomely.
Oh, all right then. Is there something else I should know about this necklace?
I lost it at dice in the Ledechko tavern when I was there to see... Well, that's not important.
So, some dice player from Ledechko won your grandmother's valuable necklace. Haven't you learned anything from losing to Zdena, the bathhouse wench?
My great-grandmother's. And as it happens, I have learned a trick or two. But that fellow has the luck of the devil. No doubt he'll still be sitting there, swindling other folk out of their hard-earned groschen.
Oh, what's the use? All right, all right. I'll go to Ledechko, find this diabolical dice player and see what I can do. Though I'll probably lose my shirt to him.
Well, there's more than one way to skin a cat.
Good luck then.
My daughter exactly.
One ale over here, please.
What would happen if I stick the dog on Capon? I don't do that. Game of Thrones, yes, indeed, Game of Thrones. So, get back to my necklace, Sir Hans lost. Wait, honeyed words. Is that like the... Sir Hans wants me to deliver a necklace to the girl of his dreams. A necklace, he says, is the only one fit to grace her lovely neck. Of course, it wouldn't be Capon if there weren't a catch. He lost the necklace at dice. Someone will have to try to get it back. Now, who might that someone be? So again, Lord Capon is in love. And again, he wants me to help him win the heart of the maiden in question. And so we need to get back Sir Hans's necklace, which he lost dice before realizing it was just the thing to help him win the hand and other parts of the love of his life. So Hans has lost the necklace. So Hans lost the necklace to a dice player in Ledechko. I must ask around there and try to find this fellow. Let's hope he won't give me too much trouble. So lovely necklace, Ledechko, dice player. Oh, I already had the horse here. So what could go wrong? Probably everything. Right. So, we'll go to Ledechko. Either we steal it from the person in question, knock him out, pickpocket, whatever. If he even has it anymore. But he might have. Anyways, once in Ledechko, I will see you there. Be right back. And here we are, Ledechko. Haven't been here for a while. Well, actually I have quite a few times. Anyways, you know what they say, what happens in Ledechko stays in Ledechko. At least if the person in question is Hans Capon. Yes, doggy, we are going to try to get the necklace back. One way or the other. Of course, I could see if I can just basically buy it. But we'll see. So if I would be a dice player, where would I be? There. So, will this be easy or will this be hard? It's got to be you then. Hello.
God be with you, good sir.
And you, sir. Can I have them?
Are you the one who played dice with Lord Capon?
Played and won, lad. A fine noble he may be, but he can no more throw dice than I can read Latin.
I can't disagree with you there. But look here, have you still got that piece of jewellery you won from him?
No, I don't.
Off.
Some noble rode through here and we had a game or two. Only them dice kept falling his way. I was lucky to keep my boots. He's got the necklace now.
Right.
Can you tell me anything else about him?
Fine gent he was, well dressed, on horseback. Had quite a lot to say. Seems he saw a bit of the world. And he had some interesting looking dice.
You said they fell well for him?
Aye, and no wonder. Fine dice they was, made special, all shiny and whatnot.
So there's no point to play against him because those dice are probably rolling on him all the time.
Do you know where this fellow was heading?
He was waiting for someone here, but when they didn't show up by midday, he rode on. He mentioned something about camping by the bridge over the Sasau River, that one before the charcoal burners camp. You might still catch him there with a bit of luck.
There aren't many fords along the river on the way to Sasau.
Okay, so yeah.
That's all I need to know.
God be with you.
I thought it would be too easy to just to rob or play against him. So, what would be the area where I need... Right. That's a familiar territory. We were there with a band of bastards. You died there then. So, I have a little ride in front of me, and if something happens in between, I'll see you there then. But if nothing happens, we'll see you here. So, be right back. Funny, I don't remember there being a wagon here.
Well, well, who's this coming here? I never set eyes on him in my life. Fucking come on!
Come on.
Come.
I managed to hit him. Oh yeah. Oh. Yeah, straight through the skull. Anyone else? Is there no one else? Honestly, Just one person tried to rob me. I'm quite surprised. You really were a dumb person, weren't you? But again, I'm a bit surprised that I managed to hit him. Well, let's push you a little bit. Grab body. I kind of want to see. Okay. No surprise, Coif and Krefeld went, well, broke. Because arrow pierced through there. And a little bit hood, probably because of blood. So, I don't know what the hell were you thinking. That was some dumb move from your part. And I don't know if you had friends, but they probably left. But if you were by yourself, that's bloody weird. Anyways, after that little distraction, I'll continue my way towards the Sasa River. So be right back. Okay, where we should be where we need to be. Oh no, this... Oh, sorry, this is wrong. The ambush was over there. Sorry. The band of bastards. This is a different area. There's a little camp over here. Right. I think the job just turned a little bit more complicated.
Are you after something? I'm afraid my friend here won't tell you much.
Your friend? Oh, I'm very sorry. And, well, I don't want to be insensitive, but I was hoping to get something from him. My master's necklace, which he won at dice.
Your master? Who would that be?
Well, Sir Radzig Cobbler of Skalitz is my liege lord. I'm Henry, but just now I'm helping Sir Hans Capon with a private matter.
Those are weighty names in these parts. I'm Sir Anselm of Donkey, in the service of... Well, that's not important. I'd like to give you... That is... I'd like to ask you for your help.
Sure.
I'm listening. Tell me what you know.
I will. And I'm sure it will help you find that necklace. The thing is, this is all my fault. I got held up on the way to meet Alphonse. By the time I got here, I found him like this.
God have mercy on his soul.
Amen, lad. I was heartbroken and enraged by turns, tearing my hair and cursing. Alphonse was my good friend, and it pains me to know he was only here on account of me. I brought him into a certain business matter to negotiate with some people, and he agreed. And this is how it ended up. When I finally pulled myself together, I took a look around and found some tracks. I followed them to the camp of those very brigands that Alphonse was supposed to negotiate with.
Nah, you can't trust anyone these days. So how can I help?
You can pass yourself off as Alphonse. Get into the bandits' camp and find that fucking murderer. And when you do, you'll find what you're looking for.
Okay,
That doesn't make any sense. If one of them killed Alphonse, he'll know I'm not him.
No. They never saw him before. So whoever killed him surely took him for some passing merchant.
Are you quite sure they don't know him?
Aye. He moved in altogether different circles, among decent people. That's the very reason I asked him for help. So I reckon the best thing is for you to introduce yourself as Alphonse, have a snoop around, and come back to me when you find out anything.
well, I'm gonna ask this, but probably he says they already know him.
Now, wouldn't it be better if you did that yourself? After all, I know nothing about this Alphonse. They'd see through me.
I'd do it if I could, lad. Only they know me, and I'm not on the best of terms with them. they'd most likely kill me on sight. Then the two of us would be dead and those bastards would get away with it.
Well, I hope I can avoid the same fate. Is there anything else I should watch out for while passing myself off as Alphonse?
The main thing is to look and sound like a noble, not a peasant, a commoner. So dress the part. No rags or rusty iron.
Well, you can take a look at me. Do I look like a peasant to you?
And how am I supposed to recognize the killer?
Ask around. I don't reckon anyone will admit to stabbing him in his sleep, but you might pick up some clue. You could have a look around for that necklace. Now that I think of it, they stole other valuables from him too.
Silver is silver, though. I won't recognize anything. Didn't he have something unique? A signet ring or chain or...
No, not that I can... Oh, yes, he
All
did.
right.
Dice. He had a set of dice made specially in Prague. It was his pride and joy. They were red and gold, bright and shiny. Not the kind of thing you'd overlook.
Yeah, I should have remembered that.
What can you tell me about Alphonse? So they don't catch me out if they start asking questions.
Indeed. A few details should suffice. He was from Slani, but lived in Prague the last few years. He advised people, very well too. He helped them to deal with problems, of all kinds.
Yeah, he sounds like a man of the world, but I've never even been to Prague. I'm not sure I can fool them.
You can always change the subject. He was an ardent dice player, God forgive him. And he spent some time in Moravia on the service of Prokop of Luxembourg. But that was ages ago.
This is going to turn messy.
What do you know about the brigands in that camp?
Actually, they're not just ordinary bandits. It's a robber baron and his band. Sir Erhard Baron Bielowitz. Some of his vassals and maybe some commoners. They came here in the hope they'd have a better chance of keeping their heads.
Why don't you ask some of the local lords for help? I'm sure the Sasau custodian would lend you a few men.
Yes.
There's nothing I'd like to see more than the lot of them strung up. Only I have a task that conflicts with that. And as for the custodian, I'm pretty sure Sir Sebastian is in league with Erhard.
Could be. He definitely deals with shady characters.
What was the purpose of Sir Alphonse's negotiations? I'll need to know that.
Look, Henry, you'd best avoid that subject if at all possible. Just find the murderer for me, get your necklace, and I'll take care of the rest.
It'll be a bit hard to avoid that, since it was supposed to be the entire purpose of his visit.
True. Well, Alphonse was supposed to talk Erhard into moving his robbing raids towards Benešov, especially holding up merchants' wagons heading for Prague. In return, he was to offer a reward of up to 12,000 groschen and safe haven in Pilgrims.
I see. So you work for someone in Pilgrims?
No, neither Pilgrims nor Benešov, nor Vlachim for that matter. It's a bit complicated. Damn politics.
Oh, bloody hell. Anything else in here? No, we've gone through everything.
My word. The whole thing sounds like quite a twisted affair.
So are you going to help me?
Well, I'll help. To be honest, he might be the killer. Who knows?
I'll help you. I'll have to go there to look for the necklace anyway, and this seems as good a way as any.
Thanks 1,000-fold. And for the love of God, don't get caught. I'd never forgive myself if another man lost his life on my account. If it starts to look risky, take to your heels.
I'll bear that in mind.
Okay, can I check this area? Yes.
Looks like he died without a struggle. Maybe killed in his sleep. They took everything he had. Money, jewellery, even his boots.
Okay, so he didn't put up a fight?
Someone was searching for something here. Were they out to rob him of everything he had? Or something in particular?
Oh.
Could it be someone was trying to get rid of something here?
What is that? What What did we get? Scorch map. Saso. Is so is that where we need to go? Yeah, I think it is. So it was probably on him, that map, to guide him to where he needed to be to meet the bandits. But why was it tried? Why people tried to burn it then, or destroy it? That's an interesting thing. Why? I don't. His friends probably Oh, what's there? He didn't have any reason to burn it because he told me where they are. But if the murder is in the bandit camp, why would he burn it? Maybe he didn't know who he was, because they don't know Alphonse. They don't know Alphonse. So maybe the murderer realized he killed an Alphonse who was supposed to come and negotiate. And that's why he burnt the map. So that would mean somebody in the camp knows I'm not the person I'm telling to be, maybe. Where the hell are we now? So I'll... maybe I can get through there before up. Fortunately, I have my visor down, or these bloody bushes would probably spank my face quite painfully. A little bit further, yes. Bring back memories. Bring back memories. Brings back memory. It's not working at all. Oh, is this one of those where I can sleep and save if I need to? It is. It is indeed. So yeah, there's definitely multiple places where you can sleep and save. Of course, you don't know where they are when you're playing for the first time. I almost thought I heard someone to speak. I'm stuck. Come on, horsey, you can do it. Oh, there's a watchtower over there. Oh, we do have also a little road, but I kind of want to go and see that. If I can. Can we climb through here? Yeah, I could have used the road, you know, because it's there. Silly me. Good view on the fjord. That's why it's here. Basically, you can see quite far away who's coming. And now I'm having Daisy flashbacks. What you smelling, boy? How far we are? Archery range. Well, we know there's an archery range, which probably means the camp is also over there. Where can I go through? Yes, from here. Why not just walk there through the forest? Now. Honestly, I'm surprised if I can do this without killing anyone or dying. I hope we can do that and find out who killed or Alphonse. Was it Alphonse? I already forgot the name. Yes, Alphonse. I bet he was a good person. Almost, at least. Well, we all have done little morally great things. As a Henry, I can't really, a little path here, really take the higher ground. Dog. Why did you stop? Oh, wait a minute. Okay, let's continue. Where the hell is the camp? Where am I going? I have no idea. I guess we found the camp. Wait a minute, is this the place where we have been already? This seems oddly familiar. This might be the place where I have... Well, the camp is not here. It's right in front of me, obviously. I kinda hope that I could go and inspect... Yes, this is the place I've been earlier.
Would I be right in assuming this is the encampment of Sir Erhard, Baron Bielewitz?
You must be Sir Alphonse, eh? All the way from Prague, eh?
Prague, yes, quite. But I travelled via Gurum, thinking it the less hazardous route, comparatively.
Did I fail?
Oh, aye. The roads ain't safe at all these days. There's all sorts of rabble waiting to rob unwary folk and even kill them.
Indeed, indeed, I concur. One must be wary, well, cautious even, when travelling.
Right then, but you'll have to wait a while. Sir Erhard is busy at the moment.
No matter, I shall just,
but it's easy to pass the time here. There's always a dice game going on, with nice things being wagered. I had my eye on a fine pair of gauntlets, and some old piece of jewelry.
Jewelry, you say?
That's right. Just go and see old Blaha, the fellow sitting at that table there. He can read, write, and do sums as good as any scribe, and other things, too. He keeps things in shape here a bit.
Thank you. I may well do that.
Okay. Now, we are not, obviously, going to play dice. I rather kill everyone else. Who are you? Well, so what are my objectives at the moment? It seems the necklace has ended up in the pot dice tournament. All I have to do is throw some dice, beat everyone, win the pot. What could be easier? And of course, find out who is the murderer. Now that... Oh. Okay, bit ripe. I'm fairly certain the suspects will be named. So that will make things a bit easier. If I see Erhard, I will try to avoid him because I don't want to talk to him. Who are you? You're just a bandit. You are old Blaha. I might as well talk to you.
Can you tell me something about yourself?
What can I tell you? I can read and write a bit, and I help Sir Erhard out when he needs it. Although, I have to say, since the Baron took to robbing, there's not much work for me anymore.
And what did he do before that?
What every landed noble does. He still had some estates and income from them, only he lost it all some years ago on account of debts. So he had to find some other livelihood.
Okay.
How did you find this place?
That was my doing. I heard from a scribe about some ownership feud that ended up badly for both sides. Since then, it's been left neglected.
Oh, that's a shame. No doubt it was once a fine place.
Aye, the vagaries of fortune, eh? Times are harsh and what have you. It's always been that way and always will. I wonder how many burned out, abandoned ruins will be left when Sigismund withdraws. How many folk will have no homes to return to? And how many won't be returning ever? But that's our lot in this vale of tears. There'll be no peace and quiet till the next life.
Amen to that.
Quite a few village wars tend to do that. 30 Years' War. I think it was thousands of villages in German area and there. At least hundreds, maybe even thousands. I can't remember certainly. I'll have to read that. Berta, who are you?
Can I ask you something?
Ask away.
Tell me something about yourself.
Why do you want to know? You want to spread the word about what a good dice player I am?
Yeah, I was just curious.
You know what they say. Curiosity killed the cat. But if you must know, they call me Berta. And I'm Sir Erhardt's right-hand man.
Berta?
Ah, you heard of me, have you? The Scourge of Vashek. No man who felt the edge of my axe lived to tell the tale.
And why are you hiding out here?
I wouldn't call it hiding. We're just having a bit of a rest.
From what?
Things were getting a bit too hot for us. Nobody bothers us here. Just as long as we don't show our faces in Sasau.
Okay.
Don't you leave the camp at all?
What are you trying to say? That we're shitting ourselves here?
No. I was just wondering if you knew what's going on around these parts.
We come across hunters now and then, or pilgrims on the road. There are charcoal burners nearby. Sometimes they pass the time of day with us. But we've got no cause to cross the river. That's too close to Sasau.
So, are you actually leaving from here at all or not? Noggin?
Can I ask something?
Oh, ask away.
I shall.
Who are you?
They call me Noggin. I'm Sir Erhardt's vassal.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Likewise. Sir?
Why are you hiding out here?
We're not hiding. We're just...
Well, couldn't you rest from your profession just as well in Sasau?
What's Sasau got that we don't have here?
Fair enough.
Have you been out of the camp recently? Maybe down by the river?
Why would I? We've got an outhouse here.
What about the others?
Why would they? There's water here, game in the woods, supplies enough. What else could a man want?
That's all I need to know.
Okay, so... Who are you? No, you're just a bandit. Pekuna?
Can I have a word with you?
What do you want?
What's your story? You don't look like one of them at all.
I ain't, true enough. I'm a local. I don't go raiding with them. When they're here, I just look out for them, bring them supplies and that.
And what do you do when they're not here?
Whatever's needed. But being the go-between for them that set up the ambushes pays well, and you don't have to risk your neck for it.
Can you tell me something about the camp here?
This place? It's been here as long as I can remember. I used to come here as a youngster to play with my mates. Anyway, one time I had to lie low for a bit, so I came here and ran into these gentlemen, who pay good coin when you bring them some wine and a bit of grub.
Why did you have to disappear?
Nothing terrible. Just that I was courting this one girl, only her old man and her brothers didn't take to me. Besides which, she was promised to some rich merchant. Once they had her married off, they forgot about me, though.
So, let me get this right. Pekuna is basically not part of this gang completely. He just works goes Sasa and back. He's allowed to move. Honestly, he might be the killer. After all, he didn't.
I'll leave you to it.
If I understood correctly, I might be totally wrong. So basically, as he's not one of these groups, and they know Alphonse is coming to see them. Bloody hell! Shut up, guys. So the Pecuna could have come across with the poor Alphonse. Took the chance there because like he said, he doesn't want to. Well, he doesn't want to risk his life. He doesn't need to risk his life, but maybe he decided to take a chance with Alphonse because he was leaving. Then he found the map and realized that that guy was coming to see the camp. And probably had a deal with the bandits. So of course he wanted to burn the map. Because if the bandits would find the body with the map, they know somebody killed him. And the only one who, well, it could, and that could point towards Pecuna. Maybe. Or completely wrong, but it would seem that no one else is... Who are you? No one else is moving around. You're a bandit. So would that be the chest I'm looking for? Because I don't know. Where's the treasure? He ended up in the pot of brigands. Maybe there's something worthwhile there. Who are you? You're just a bandit. Anyone I want to talk in here? Because if it's the tournament treasure, it has to be somewhere. Unless... Wait. Oh!
Mother of God.
Sorry. Who are you? Who are you? Dog, don't push me. Hello.
Get the hell out of here. There's nothing here for you.
Who's that?
Okay, I see. So I'm not supposed to be here. That means there's something I want to see.
Is there something you need?
Not really, if you're leaving. Wait.
Hey, who's there?
Sorry.
Hey.
Sorry. I was looking for a bathroom. Okay. Game of Thrones. I got the medallion. It seems the necklace... wait. That's all I have to do is throw some dice, beat everyone and win the pot. What could be? I finally got my hands on Sir Hans' necklace. Now to get back to him. Get it back to him. The sooner I hand it over, the better. The damn thing must be cursed. I don't know. Do I have enough information? Could I give some name to...
must be used to itching by now.
I'll never get used to this.
Try washing yourself once in a while.
You wash yourself. My granddad's brother drowned bathing in a pond. I'm not taking the risk. I only wash when it's raining.
You must be chasing women away with a stick.
You bet. They can smell a true man.
Okay, so good thing I didn't try to open that one.
Fuck, I'm almost sober again. Fuck, I'm almost sober.
Anyone else it could be? I think it's Berta. Mladota, who are you? I didn't talk to you.
Can I ask you something?
Ask away. Anything to pass the time.
Fuck.
And how are things here?
I'm almost
Do you get
sober
away
again.
much?
We ain't allowed to leave. So I've been here the whole time. I don't mind though. There's always something to pass the time. And we've got that wench.
You're Mladota, right?
I am. Why'd you ask?
Just curious. This is quite an interesting retreat you men have here.
You could put it that way. I ain't been here long though. I helped them out of a tight spot and they took me with them.
Is that right? How did that happen?
Well, I was lying in wait for this wagoner, see, because he'd been mouthing off about me, so I figured I'd take all he had for compensation. Anyway, I'm hiding there in the bushes, and I hear this wagon coming, so I jumped out to ambush him. Only it wasn't that wagoner, but some merchant. As soon as he saw me with my weapon drawn, he started screaming bloody murder, and next thing, his armed escort comes charging up, and I was the one ambushed. The injustice of it.
Vexing indeed.
Aye. Anyway, they caught me and took me with them. They figured I was Sir Erhardt's spy, and they wanted me to lead them to him. Of course, I told them I didn't know what the fuck they were on about. So, while they were threatening to break me on the wheel, string me up and what have you, along comes the Baron with his merry band, and they lay into the soldiers and send them running for the hills. And ever since then, I've been riding with them.
That is quite an entertaining anecdote.
Ain't it just? If it hadn't been for me, the fellas would have run straight into a trap and it'd all be up with them. So, it's on account of me, they're still alive.
So because you failed, they survived. Fine.
That's all.
Oh. What the?
Ask away.
You're Mladota?
I am.
Just curious.
You could put it.
Okay.
That is.
Ain't it just?
Okay, that was
That's all.
Same story. So he says they are not allowed to leave. Pekuna is only one allowed to leave because he's not basically band.
I'd like to ask you.
Ask away.
Part of the band. He's just a go-between.
Another question.
What do you want?
I ask anything else.
Can you tell me
this place? It's been here as long as I can remember. Anyway, one time I had to lie low for a bit, so I came here and ran into these gentlemen who pay good coin when you bring them some wine and a bit of grub.
Why did you have to disappear?
Okay, yeah. So
what's your story?
I ain't, true enough. I'm a local. I don't go raiding with them. When they're here, I just look out for them, bring them supplies and that.
And what do you do when they're not here?
Whatever's needed. But being the go-between for them that set up the ambushes pays well, and you don't have to risk your neck for it.
I'll leave you to it.
I'm so hungry.
Fucking weather. Fucking tent. Fucking camp. I've had enough of this shit.
Fairly certain it's Pekuna. Because he didn't know about the merchant or the trader, and probably killed him on the way here. Of course, we can't ask anyone when he came. Well, we might try to talk to old Blaha here. Then while he was rummaging through his items, he realized that this camp was waiting for him because he had a map for this camp. And after that, he tried to burn the paper and came here and acted like nothing happened. Maybe. because rest of them are apparently not allowed to leave, and of course, oh shut up. Of course they might be lying. Of course, well, the orders might be that they have to stay here, but maybe somebody had snuck out. But I'm still thinking it's that fellow right there, Pekuna.
What a shitty day. I need a good scrap to cheer me up.
I could try to pickpocket these people and see who has the stuff, possible stuff, but I don't know. I'm guessing it's Pekuna. I don't know if it's Pekuna. Honestly, it doesn't really matter because they will attack the camp anyways. So, but I don't know if I can inform him. We'll see. So, he's acting like a real shadow mirror. So, I'll go and check the camp. If the Alphonse's friend is there, we'll continue from there and I'll see if I can tell him my suspicions. So, I'll see you there. Be right back. Okay, he's here. Let's see if we can deliver some news. It might be the other guy, Mlakta. What was it? I don't know. But his story about the merchant was a bit different. So, hello, Sir Anselm.
I have good news for you, Sir Anselm. I know who killed your friend. Who was it?
Okay, so if I know the names, I can give him anyone, but I'm... Mladota, I mean. Yeah, it could have been Mladota maybe, but I don't know. My reasoning with Pekuna, with what we know at the moment, is that he's the only one who can who moves the road between Sasau and camp, so he would most likely meet Alphonse. The one thing that if we could find out, I don't know if it's possible, is that when Pekuna came back to camp, the rest basically are not allowed apparently to leave. That doesn't of course mean that they couldn't sneak out. Maybe you get more information where you're playing the dice game, which I'm not gonna play, so if there's something that tells more, then yeah, I will fail this, but the information I have at the moment, I'll go with Pekuna.
It was Pekuna, a local fellow who wanders the area getting supplies for the bandits. How did you find out?
Oh. I don't know. Nobody told me. So I guess there are dice, boots, and necklace somewhere roaming around. Dice would be too obvious because they're so certain kind. So I'm fairly certain they will be found on someone else. Boots, I don't know. Necklace?
From the necklace. All right. I'll take care of it from here. And I owe you for helping me. Here, Henry, take this. I'm sorry I don't have more on me. But if you're ever in Prague, come and look me up, and I'll see you're well taken care of. It's been a pleasure, Sir Anselm. Godspeed.
Okay. I hope I gave the right person. To be honest, it doesn't really matter. They are all bandits. So in that regard, yeah. But I'm sorry if there's actually a real person you know who is the correct one and I chose poorly. most likely I did, because, like I said, might have been I needed to play the dice game to get more information. That almost certainly. But I'm not gonna play that. And maybe if I tried to pickpocket, I might have seen something inside the inventory. But again, that is not really... I'm fairly certain that the stuff are a bit spread out, so... Because at least that's how I would do if I made a murder mystery. That it's... the dice definitely are the most obvious of things. Because they're so peculiar. So I would say that the person who has the dice is not the killer. That's how it usually works with detective stories. That the most obvious body is not the killer. But the one you suspect least. So I'm using that. And besides, Pecunia is the one who goes between these areas, so he had the biggest chance to meet Alphonse. And he's just sort of guy. After all, the other one was ready to ambush a person and fight in head first. Bertha definitely seems like a person who doesn't care if the person is awake or not. But, yeah. I'm still a little worried that I choose poorly. But it is what it is. I'll go with that. So I'm fairly certain it was the... I'm thinking Pecunia because that's the different thing. But let's see. I got some stuff. Yeah, Pecuna. So he would seem the most likely because he says he seems like an opportunist. Maybe an opportunist because, yeah. Anyways, it's done. I'll leave it that. If that was a bad choice, then so be it. Upon's family necklace. I don't know what else did I steal from them. Elongated male coif. Milanese gauntlets. And silver neck chain. And that's about it. Okay. So I'll need to ride back to Rattay and see what else is needed because, you know, it's not just the necklace. So, once I'm back in Rattay, we will see you there, unless something happens in between, which is a possibility. So, be right back. Well, back in Rattay, I actually rode to the town and then realized Hans is somewhere in here. In the bathhouse, of course. Maybe, yeah. Hans, where are you? Here? No, that's...
You've no business here. Clear off.
Wait. What? Oh, is he over here then? Oh. Sorry. Hello.
Are you deaf? The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
Well, what do you think?
I've got that necklace.
Excellent news. I'm not going to ask you how you did it. Here's a reward for you. Now you can carry on with your next task. I want you to sneak the jewellery into Carolina's trunk along with this letter.
Can't I just hand them to her?
You cannot. Under no circumstances must she find out who sent them. Otherwise the whole secret admirer ploy is fucked. Oh, and by the way, Henry, watch out for the butcher. He keeps a very close eye on his daughter, and if he catches you sniffing around, well, may all the saints preserve you. Once you've delivered the things, wait a day, and then come back and see me.
God be with you.
This should be interesting. So what will be the next part of our quest after this? Who knows? Oh, by the way, we got sneaking skill. Stealth. 14. Okay, nice, nice. Bloody hellhounds. By the way, can I read the letter? Unfortunately, no. It would be quite interesting to read. Bloody hell. So yep. Right over there. Let's see if we can do it right away.
Testing us, but their lordships are doing something about it, aren't they? They wiped out a whole encampment of those marauders in Pribyslavitz, after all.
For all the good it did, another lot attacked Medhoyed. It's bad enough unwary travellers being attacked on the roads, but they have the gall to attack a whole village.
Is that so? Lord above. I haven't heard about that.
Would you credit it? The very moment the soldiers were dealing with that lot in Pribyslavitz, another bunch was attacked.
Okay. So indeed, news do go around. So, next thing, of course, when we deliver the necklace, what the hell would he want next? I'm dreading the moment. I'll probably want to take off my clothes. Because, oh right, these noblemen's hat, quite valuable. But I keep my pants on. I know, sorry. Sorry.
Clear off quick, it'll be the worst for you.
I'm sorry, I'm leaving.
Be merciful! What am I to do?
Oh, Kunesh! Haven't seen you. Oh. Well, he owes me, but I don't think he likes me.
Look here, Kunesh. I can't watch you wasting away here anymore. How would you like a job?
Working for you? Where?
In Pribyslavitz. We're rebuilding the whole settlement. You could maybe work there as a woodcutter.
Oh, I could cut wood. But what's it worth to you?
It's better than stealing.
Go to hell then.
What do you mean, what's it worth? I'm offering you a new life.
Thank you.
For once in your life, swallow your pride and seize the opportunity while you still can.
It's easy for you to say. You're right, lad. Though I hate to admit it. Ever since my old woman left, I've had the devil riding on my back. But you leave me my booze. What else have I got in life? As long as there's ale to wash down the dust, I'll work for you.
Sure.
All right, I'll take you.
Okay. That worked nicely. Can I enter from this side to the butcher's? Is this the building? It seems to be connected. Okay, I'll probably want to save here, of course. I've caused enough trouble with the cards in here. Well, this is tricky. I can get inside of the area. The guard is over there. So I'll have to get upstairs. Oh no, sorry. This is this. Okay, yeah. Oh, bloody hell. Somebody's coming this way. That's not good. Let's do it like so. I'm allowed to be here. Where did he go? Of course, I probably should wait for the night.
What the hell was that?
Nothing. Oh! Well, bollocks. The guy is over there, so...
What's that noise?
He's right over there.
I must have imagined it.
Off!
Well, I never.
Okay, we'll wait for the night. We'll wait for the night and see how it goes then.
Hey, you've no business here. Clear off or you'll be sorry.
Something you're looking for here?
Oh, bloody hell. Okay, now I'm walking. So, is it upstairs or downstairs? I kind of believe it's upstairs. Okay. So I don't have to wait again. That's open. Oh, shut up, dog. Okay. Nice. Dog, please don't block me here now. Yeah, I probably shouldn't take dog with me when I'm doing these kind of things. Nothing to worry about, sir. I'm just taking a little stroll. We have a new stealth perk. Okay. Daring debonair? No. Ordinary marksman. You wanted people will be less likely to recognize your face and will soon stop looking for you. I'll go with this crouching chameleon. I don't know if that's... It might help me at some points. So, I'll wait for the morning and I'll see you then. Be right back. For a change, Hunch should be here. I think I see him there. Yes, he's over here practicing archery, not boozing or wenching.
God bless you. What troubles you?
Nothing troubles me.
I delivered the things as you asked.
I already know. My spies told me everything. She was wearing the necklace this morning as I asked in the letter.
So you'll go to the rendezvous with her?
Certainly not. I'm not going to pounce on her like a bull in rutting season. Her feelings must be allowed to mature gradually. Meanwhile, you'll get a potion for me.
I thought you didn't believe in witches' brews.
This is no witch's brew. It's an absolutely tried and tested elixir called Musk of Infinite Allure. There's a fellow in Sassau who sells it and he guarantees its success.
60% of the time it works every time, I guess.
Musk of Infinite Allure? Sounds irresistible. All right, I'll try and get it for you.
I'm sure I can rely on you. Here's some coin for your costs. Goodbye.
The things I do. So where the hell do I need to go now? Oh no. As if he weren't already irresistible enough, Sir Hans wants me to get him Musk of Infinite Allure from the certain charlatan. That is, a certain learned healer. He believes it will ensure his success with the fair Carolina. I guess we already know who the person is. We met him before. We're kinda like his apprentice. So indeed, 60% of the time it works every time. Now, once I'm there, we'll see you there. Be right back. So here we are. So, do we just buy it and get it from him, or do we need to do something for him? Who knows? Well, I'm gonna guess we have to do something for him. It's never as straightforward as it seems. Don't run.
Problems with stomach ulcers? Buy my potions made from magic.
Well, well, who have we here?
Ah, the prodigal son returns. I knew you'd come back to me one day.
Let me guess, you saw it in a dream?
I knew you were going to say that.
But I had a divine revelation. That next time I won't be around to pull you out of the shit.
Oh, well, I am sorry. But these things are sent to try our fortitude in the face of adversity.
I'd like to try your fortitude.
So I want Musk of Infinite Allure. Of course, you have it in your back pocket.
I've heard you know of some irresistibility potion or whatever it is.
Ah, naturally. Musk of Infinite Allure. An age-old recipe, maybe even older. Tested by Moses himself.
Sure.
Moses?
How do you think he managed to get his people to follow him through the desert for 40 years? It's extremely potent.
Yeah, so it would seem. How much do you want for it?
Who do you take me for? The wisdom of the ancients isn't something that's bought and sold in the marketplace. Did Jesus charge for his miracles? But since you ask, how about this much?
What? So I could just buy it? Really? No other things? Nothing to do? What? What if I say that's too much? Oh. I'm guessing if I say I can buy it and be done with it, but if I say that's too much, I probably have to do something. Now the question is, which one is... Yeah, I'm gonna regret this.
What? That much? You're a crook.
As King Solomon said, honesty is for those who can afford it. If you like, I can mix the elixir for you in exchange
And
for
here
a
it is.
small favor.
Oh, not again.
Now, is that any tone to use with your master? For shame.
Apologies, Master. I was carried away by my thirst for knowledge.
I understand your impatience, but the way to wisdom is narrow and arduous.
And leads out the window.
Okay.
So what is it you want from me now?
Ah, my dear apprentice, everything's gone to the devil. I'm living from hand to mouth, sleeping on straw, and the local peasants won't buy from me. They say they don't trust me, as if I was some kind of charlatan. Can you believe it?
Oh, the horror.
Does this look to you like the face of a swindler? I'm an honest trader in sacred goods, whose only concern is the welfare of troubled souls. And any time now the slanderous gossip will spread here from Sassau. I should leave before things get worse. But I can't go anywhere until I've made a bit of coin. So what's needed is to give the locals a bit of encouragement, to open their hearts and purses.
I'm not going to go around beating people for you.
What do you take me for? I wouldn't hurt a fly. Violence is for the dull-witted. We must gently demonstrate to them the necessity of buying my remedies. For example, to ward off a revenant.
Revenant? What revenant?
The dead, returned from the grave. A corpse that the soul is unable to depart from, which wanders among the living, filled with rage at its wretched fate.
Yeah, I saw something like that once. But it was just some drunk going home from the tavern after losing all his money at dice.
Don't make light of such things. Now tell me, do you know how to deal with a revenant?
Chop its head off and sprinkle whole set fire, piss on it, wood and stake through heart. So what?
Sprinkling poppy seeds on the grave?
Well, that works for mares, but it would probably only provoke a revenant. You are my trained apprentice, but the ignorant villager is entirely at a loss how to deal with such dark forces. It is our sacred duty to prepare them for such threats.
And how do you propose to do that?
Well, they're all doubting Thomases. They need proof. We'll need a grave, an empty grave that we can use. There's one along the way to Sassau, but it's got one minor shortcoming.
What's that?
Well, it's not entirely empty.
Not entirely? What does that mean?
You have to dig it up first.
Why this particular grave?
The locals don't like to talk about it, so it's surely got some sinister past behind it. And in places like that, revenants sprout up like mushrooms after rain.
Well, if that's how it is, we could open old wounds. That could easily set people against us. Again.
Then it would be best if no one could connect us to it, wouldn't it?
I'll need a spade then.
Yes, dig it up and remove the remains, leaving no trace.
And what am I to do with the remains?
Keep them. Human remains are always handy to have around.
Great. And how do we spread the word of this revenant?
There's a gossip in every village. Here, too, a woman who'll spread news quicker than a dozen messengers on the fastest steeds.
And what am I to tell this gossip?
All you have to do is casually mention the empty grave, and before evening, I'll wager the whole village will know about it.
Where does this woman live?
The last house on the left, on the road to Sassau. She was the first person I met here, and by the time I reached the village green, I already had a mob looking suspiciously at me. The rumor-mongering fishwife.
And that's all?
Not quite. You should ask her who was buried there. So we've got a story to work with.
So, dig up the grave, talk to the gossip.
And the remains. Don't forget to remove them. Otherwise, no one will believe in the revenant.
I might have known any task for Capon would turn into some insane escapade. Grave robbing. Jesus.
Honestly, yeah, I could have paid, but I really need to see this. The charlatan wants me to find a grave near Ledechko, dig it up, and remove the remains. I seriously hope no one sees me doing it. So where's that?
Powder made of the bones of St. Thomas.
So we have a bit of back and forth things to do, but it's all for the good cause. So let's see how this ends up. I have no idea what else we are gonna do, but I'm fairly certain it's not as easy as it seems to be. Oh, bloody hell. Again, yeah, maybe I should have paid and be done with it, but oh well. Have I checked this already? I guess I have. So, can I just dig it up like so and not wait for the night? I probably want to save before that, because if I fail it... if I would be a grave, where would I be? Ah. Nest? Oh. Nice. Not bad. Now, like I said, no. Put the bow away. We don't need it. We don't need it. We need to save, just in case. And I think the horse had spade. Yes. What was this? Pickpocketing when achieving level 10. Do I have level 10? No. I just have level 8. Nice view. I'll grant you that. Sorry, Mutt, but I'll need to dig few bones here. Hello. Terribly sorry about this. But, I'll need to borrow your bones. It's all for the good cause. Also, Hanus can get her lady. Bloody hell. This is so wrong. This is so wrong. Okay. Let's go and talk to the gossip. I'll see what's the next thing is that we need to do. So the gossip is, yeah, the red one, not the green one. Ugh, avoid the green one. They're raw.
Yeah.
Revenant. I think I found the gossiper here. Hello.
God be with you, good wife. Has something happened here?
Heavens no. It's quiet here, unlike some other places.
And what about that empty grave?
What empty grave would that be now?
The one beyond the village, alongside the road to Sasau. Just by the river, on the Pine Headland.
How would you know it's empty? Unless it was dug up.
Oh, it's dug up, all right. Freshly. And empty. I saw it with my own 2 eyes.
Lord in heaven, what in the name of...
How come it's not in hallowed ground, anyway? Only unrepentant sinners are buried like that. Usually.
I don't like to say. It's an old wound that's best forgotten.
Whose grave is it?
Well, once a long time ago there was a young charcoal burner living here with his wife. There was always a lot of charcoal burners here, but this fellow worked alone. That's not an easy job for one man.
Well, no one wanted to work with him, or what?
Ah, he was a hard-headed fellow who always wanted to take care of his family himself.
Well, I can understand that. It's always better to work for yourself than break your back for someone else.
His wife was expecting, though no one knew it yet. And he wasn't doing well at all. Soon enough they had nothing to eat. And so he took to thieving.
What the hell is that sound?
Well, thieving is wrong.
Aye, but when there's a child on the way and your wife hasn't the strength to get out of bed for the hunger, well, you ought to think differently.
And did he get caught?
Well, at first it was just a few eggs going missing from people's hen coops. But then it was anything that wasn't nailed down. And in the end, they caught him.
And I suppose he was harshly punished for it.
Even then he didn't let on why he was doing it. They whipped the skin off his back and banished him from Leditchko.
So justice was done then?
It wasn't enough for some folk. When the butcher found out he'd never get any compensation, he wanted them to chop off the charcoal burner's hands. If the bailiff hadn't talked sense into him, he'd have done it himself with his cleaver.
Well, he got off lightly enough then.
And in the end, He got what was coming to him, and more.
The butcher caught up with him?
No, no. It was the mills of God turning slowly but surely. His wife bled to death in childbirth, and the child died with her.
God have mercy on their souls.
Amen.
Nothing could have been done to save them.
There was no one there. He had no one who would care for his wife. They say on that day he parted ways with God forever, and he turned his back on the village too. I reckon he never forgave himself, nor us either.
The Lord moves in mysterious ways. But how did he end up?
Don't ask me that, lad. I beg you.
Come now, good wife. You can't leave the story unfinished.
I said no. Will you let it lie?
What is that sound? Okay, it stopped. Weird. Maybe it was some animal. So, what's next on the agenda of taking this revenant business forward?
Hosts baked in the temple of Jerusalem.
Sure.
God be with you.
I sure hope so. Let's see.
I know who was buried in that grave. A young charcoal burner.
So begins the tragic tale of the young charcoal burner who became entangled with the devil himself.
Oh, don't start. What devil? I'm trying to tell you. He was from Ledechko. He was trying to eke out a living for himself and his wife, but he couldn't manage. When she fell pregnant, he took to stealing.
Pride drove him from the straight and narrow path, and soon he sold his soul to the devil to fill his stomach.
They caught him and punished him, but some of the people he'd robbed didn't think it was enough. Then when his wife died in childbirth, and the child too, he blamed everyone for it. Even God, apparently.
But when the time came to pay his debt to hell, the devil had no use for his soul, and took his wife and child instead. The charcoal burner cursed God, who struck him down in righteous vengeance. But the dead man's soul never left his body.
And furious
he came back
anger.
As a revenant, to vent his rage at God and men, and take vengeance on the living.
Jesus, did you listen to what I said at all?
Sorry, did you say something?
Oh, never mind. What do you want me to do with it?
Well, the question is, what would the revenant do to get revenge on the villagers? Well, apprentice?
Okay, stole food, the butcher, his wife died, he cursed God, probably all of these.
He was stealing food from people, right? So, supposing he started again?
We should steal from people? Disgraceful. Have you no shame?
Maybe just a few eggs from hen coops, like the gossip mentioned.
Well, that wouldn't be too serious a sin. Will they put it down to the revenant, though?
They would, if I put some charcoal there instead.
And their nourishment he turned into ash.
The gossip mentioned the butcher. It seems he was infuriated that the charcoal burner's punishment was too lenient.
And the revenant spoiled their meat with his malign touch.
How's that?
Spoiled meat is a classic example of a revenant's power.
Is it?
I thought it was the work of bad butchers.
That too, sometimes.
So, I should switch the good meat for bad at the butcher's. What about the butcher woman?
What about her?
Her conscience was troubled on account of her man, and she couldn't sleep. But I helped her, so she's found some peace.
So, no problem then.
What? I'm supposed to scare the wits out of her and start all over again?
All right, if you can find some other solution, you don't have to switch the meat. But I wouldn't worry about her. But make sure it's the same kind of meat. Not even a revenant will turn a cow into a chicken.
Okay.
What about his wife and child? No doubt he'd want to avenge their death.
Well, how did they die?
In childbirth.
And when his love turned to rage, the water turned to blood. Nothing too original, but it's tried and tested. If you do it at the baths, everyone will hear of it.
How am I supposed to do that? It might be a bit suspicious if I'm seen walking around with a pail of blood.
No problem. There's a certain potion that will do the trick easily.
He cursed God. That's very serious.
What is it that most brings God to mind?
They don't have a church there. But everyone will have a rosary. I can't think of anything else.
That's it! If folks start losing their rosaries, they'll have sleepless nights over it.
You want me to steal rosaries? But that's...
Or just exchange them.
For what?
For nothing.
Great.
So, switch eggs for charcoal, switch the meat, color the water in the baths, and switch the rosaries. That ought to do it. I hope so. Of course, if you come up with anything else, don't let me hold you back. Talking to people might give you ideas. Traders, the bailiff.
Well, what if someone sees me in the act?
They mustn't. Otherwise, it'll end up like Sasau all over again. Don't draw attention to yourself, or they'll put two and two together.
Sure. I'll keep my head down. And how will I know if I've succeeded? I doubt it'll be announced on the market square.
I'll be the first to know. They'll come running to me for a remedy, like hens at feeding time. Off you go and raise hell.
But whatever he did, don't you think he deserves some peace?
Dear Henry, after all the poor wretch went through, I'd say he's beyond any peace.
Well, he certainly won't have any as long as I'm carrying his bones around with me.
Ah, but you know who those remains could help.
Help? Who? How?
Me, of course. And I'd pay you a nice price for a revenant's bones.
But there is no revenant.
Not yet. What do you say?
Maybe I should bury him somewhere else.
What are you saying? That would be such a waste. Anyway, if someone saw you, the whole game would be up.
Well, supposing I do it later, when the fuss has died down.
All right, if you must. But I don't know what you hope to get out of it.
At least the poor wretch will have peace at last.
Maybe. As long as you bury him in hallowed ground. Otherwise, you're wasting your time.
Like in Ratai, maybe?
Well, that's probably the nearest. That gossip-mongering crone would know.
True, I could ask her.
If you must. But for heaven's sake, don't even hint to her what you're up to. Goodbye.
Okay, so... Barelev's remains in Rattay. Okay, we have things to do. Taylor, can I talk to you? Come on, come on.
God be with you, good sir.
Okay, you don't want to talk anything of Lev. Not villager. Where's the bailiff? I think I saw him. You are just a guard. I think you're just a guard too. We still need to go and talk to the gossip.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Nothing. So we have...
Hey, is someone there?
What the hell? What the? You have a hand bone. Or a hand. And you're crying. What the hell is going on here? Can I talk to you?
What the hell was that?
Okay. At least there's nothing I can do now. At least I know where the sound is coming from. Is the gossip here? Yes, you're here.
God grant you health. How may I help you?
Good wife.
Yes, lad. What can I do for you?
You know, I can't stop thinking about what happened to that poor wretch.
Have you no consideration for a poor old woman? I told you I don't want to talk about it.
It might relieve you to talk to someone.
Relieve me from what?
Well, guilt.
Guilt? Why should I feel guilty?
Well, clearly something weighs heavy on your soul, just like the other villagers. The older ones. And I'd say it's connected to that empty grave. Well, that wretch returns as a revenant, and no one does anything. It's not just fear, but more like everyone is expecting some punishment that was bound to come one day.
Oh, you might be right. Maybe it would give me some peace in my old age to finally tell the whole story. Several people from the village went to have it out with Lev, but he grabbed an axe and drove them off. He swore if anyone came near him, he'd burn their house down. Then he buried his wife and child in the meadows beyond Ledechko. I saw him carving 3 statues there.
Lev, you say his name was? Ah. What kind of statues?
There's 3 roughly carved beams there, each with a human face, except the smallest, which has no face at all.
For the stillborn child, I suppose. What happened then?
Nothing. He went back to his work, but never spoke to the villagers again. He'd even go all the way to Ratte for food, rather than talk to anyone here.
So he died alone in the end?
Actually, it was the villagers. It was us that killed him.
What? Just on account of his stealing?
No, no. Not long after, fires started springing up in the village. And when the first house burned down, the folk were very angry.
And of course suspicion fell on Lev.
Everyone was dead certain it was him. They all remembered his words. Do you know how arsonists are punished, lad?
No, I don't.
By burning on the pyre. But no one wanted to waste time with the law. We just went to his house at night, smashed in the door and windows, and threw lighting torches inside. And that was the end of him. But the fires didn't stop.
So he was innocent?
He was.
Well, I won't condemn you for it. It's for God to judge, but... may he forgive you for it.
Thanks, lad. I pray every day for forgiveness, and it's a weight off my shoulders to tell someone.
God bless.
So that means I'm not feeling that bad of doing what I'm gonna do. Again, what the hell is that dog or why screaming? That's weird. Is it connected to this revenant business or... because I can't remember hearing that before. I'll go and see the bailiff, but I'm thinking I'll leave the rest of the episode, rest of the tasks to next episode, because this will probably take a little time. There you are, bailiff.
I'm honored that you should come to me.
I know.
You look a bit worried, bailiff.
How can I not be? What with the whole village complaining about ghosts?
Ghosts?
An empty grave that they say a revenant crawled out of. They talk of nothing else.
You don't think there's any truth to it?
No, it's nothing but old wives' tales.
But how come the grave is empty?
You don't need any magic to dig up a grave. A spade will do.
But why would anyone do that? Surely no God-fearing Christian would dig up the grave of some poor soul who hasn't even got the piece of hallowed ground to rest in.
A God-fearing Christian? No.
So you suspect someone?
Could be. There's been a band of good-for-nothing itinerants hanging around recently. They weren't making any trouble, though, so I let them be. But this is going too far.
How do you know it was them?
Who else would it be?
What about the Revenant?
Oh, don't you start. That revenant of yours is nothing but idle hands doing the devil's work. I'd send them packing myself if I had the time and the men.
Supposing I help you get rid of them.
You look like you know how to handle yourself.
You bet I can. It wouldn't be wise to fool with me.
I don't doubt it, but I don't want any bloodshed in my parish. There's enough trouble already with one long-dead corpse.
Don't worry, Master Bailiff. I'll be the very soul of discretion.
Then I'll gladly accept your help. Is there anything you need to know?
Okay, let's go through these.
Who are these people?
Just some itinerants who'd rather roam the roads than do an honest day's work. They're not cutthroats, though, just petty thieves and beggars.
What are they doing here?
Damned if I know, or where they came from. Except for one fella who's from Ledechko. But the rest are from God knows where.
Are they armed?
As much as any thief. Who isn't these days?
Where can I find them?
Last I heard, they were a bit away from the village, across the river by the old mine.
Okay.
That's all I need to know. I'll get going.
Good luck.
You too.
Good luck to you.
Okay, so where are they? Deal with the itinerants. Bury Lev remains. Okay. I do two things in this episode. I'll go and deal with these. Speaking if can. Oh, right. I've been there. So, yeah, I'll try to speak them off from the lands if I can. If not, then we'll have to deal, resolve things with violence. Then I'll go and bury Lev's remains in Rate. He deserves to be buried properly. After all, it wasn't his fault what happened in the village with the burning. So
No luck at dice? Rabbit paws of all colors, shapes, and sizes.
So, first things first, itinerants. But after that, I'll end this episode because I'm fairly certain it will take a little while to do all of these things because if I understood correctly, we have to steal the meat, let it spoil, and then return it, then store rosaries, and do quite a few different things. Come on, go up. Please go up. Almost there. Yes, my boy, you can do it. Oh, there's another one of those towers. How have I not seen those before? Come on. Go. Up. I guess there's nothing there. Can I go through this bush? I can. Good. Yeah, I'm quite close by. So yeah, I'll probably would have saved my time if I paid for the potion, but this might be funnier. And after all, we'll find out what has happened in the village. So there's that. I'll have to check that I have my shield on. Yes, I do. So, and it's still poisoned. Okay, nice. So you guys, would you like to F off?
What do you want, boy?
The bailiff sent me after you.
Oh, yeah? I'm shitting myself.
Well, you better take a good look at me and think again.
Oh, all right. What does the bailiff want from us?
I'm supposed to get you to leave.
What's the problem all of a sudden?
Someone hereabouts dug up a grave, and the
Is
bailiff
someone
reckons
there?
you lot are mixed up in it.
Sure, might as well blame us for everything, why not? I suppose we burned down Skalitz too.
Don't play the innocent lamb with me. You know what I think?
No, I don't much care.
Well, maybe you ought to.
Oh yeah? Why?
What was that?
No, that could cause problems.
Because otherwise you'll be accused of witchcraft. And the penalty for that is burning at the stake.
What are you talking about? That revenant in Ledechko? But I've got nothing to do with that.
Well, I believe you, but the folk round here are keen to pin the blame on someone.
But why us? We don't know anything about it.
Well, try telling them that, if you think they'll believe a band of good-for-nothings. And who do you think will take your side?
We'll be off then, right away.
Very wise.
Honestly,
come on, lads. Let's leave.
I could have stayed. That's a bit too far off from the horse. No, we're not going back to Bailiff yet, because we need to go and bury a body. Nope. That is a bush we can't go through. Oh, by the way. So, let's see the journal. I'd better get back to the bailiff. But how do I don't know. So if I need to color the water, what the hell?
Yeah.
Come on, go up. Please go up. What the hell do I need to use to color the water? Obviously, we are making some kind of potion, but I kind of wish I had the... Do I have the guide? Of course, I could check the herbalist over there if I have something already. Because go through here. Follow the road. You're just a wayfarer, I think. But yeah, next episode we'll be seeing me doing this quest completely. And of course, the main thing that I'm looking forward to is see how the hell this will end with Hans Capon. Probably very interestingly. After all, it's... Oh, sorry. It almost got to be something weird. Like last time. And with that, when I'm done with the Hans Capon, that means that's the last of the DLC. Then I've done everything, except main quests and maybe a few quests here and there. I don't know how many there are. Maybe a few. Of course, I failed few, so there's that. Alright, I can only check the recipes on the bench, which is a bit annoying at times, but fortunately I don't have to do that often, so it's not that big of a deal. So we have Artemisia, we have already had that. Bane, Herod the dog, Savior Schnapps, Marigold, Lazarus, Aesop, Embrocation. I think that we have a chamomile brew, a recipe I got from Brother Nicodemus. It won't miraculously cure anything, but it will fortify health and heal slowly, okay? Meahoyed remedy, Nighthawk. Oh right, that's the night vision. Poison preserver, lullaby. Ah. So we don't have the recipe. How the hell would I... Nothing original, the charlatan says, but at least tried and tested. He recommended some potion for the job. Now if I only knew what the hell he was... Oh, bloody hell, do I need to buy it from someone? Do I have a book with me? Scott's map, nothing in here. What about quest items? Ulrich documents, bones, no. Do you sell anything I would need?
God be with.
Antidote, Aqua Vitalis. No. So I'll probably have to talk with the charlatan once I'm there, back there again. Yeah, I definitely need to end this episode. Now, where would I bury the poor Lev. Oh, it's just
I nearly have some rest.
Okay. Good night, sweet prince. So, that's it. We definitely did a good deed there, at least. Now we have color the water in the pots, replace the butcher's fresh meat with rotten meat. So would I be able to steal the meat, then let it rot, and bring it back? Or do I need to check what kind of meat he has, get the same meat, and then change it? Those are the questions, and we will find the answers on the next episode. So, this should be interesting, and I'm kinda certain that the potion is not as potent as Hans thinks, so hopefully it won't cause any irreparable damage. But, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you next time. Until then, goodbye.